hey, it's YouTube Comedy Week right now, right? So in the spirit of that, I thought we'd talk about it. And I mean, like, talk about it in the most broadest of senses possible. People have been making funny forever, I assume. It's something that literally every culture that has ever existed on this planet has. It's a very unifying thing. And I think it's pretty obvious why in the heck we do this thing, right? Existence is exhausting, upsetting at times, and laughing, much like dancing, gives us a chance to take a break from all of that. But unlike dancing, laughing gives you the opportunity to escape and simultaneously think about the universe or whatever situation is being joked about. But to me, the more compelling question isn't the what or the why with comedy, it's more the how. How do I be funny? It's true that some people are funnier than others, but everyone has at least made one joke in their lives. Hitler probably cracked a few jokes, but maybe with a certain group of people at the butt of it. But you know, effort and stuff. Humor and the funny are shockingly formulaic. It's mathematical, especially when performed live. Performing live isn't just about producing information in front of an audience. It's about both absorbing information from that audience and then using that information to influence how you then produce information It's freaking complicated. But I should probably reel this in before we head too much into theoretical land, which is not a bad land to travel to. I tend to live there in my head always, but you know, comedians, well, good comedians, I should say, are brilliant people, some of the most brilliant people. When most people try to be funny, they use trends, they reproduce what essentially they've been told is funny, instead of creating an original idea. Which brings me to the big live comedy show that streamed live on YouTube last night to kick off Comedy Week, which involves some YouTubers, but mostly awkwardly attempted to bring in traditional media people onto the new media platform. Before I continue, I feel like we should change scenery though, because this doesn't really fit the mood of what I'm about to say. How are you only gonna give Toby Turner 3 minutes and then give a guy who starts his set literally in a banana suit and then talking to Siri 15? How does that make any sense at all? Toby is literally one of your most marketable YouTubers that you have. He's a rare case of not only being able to be successful on the YouTube medium, but he knows how to perform live. You give him the 15-minute set. You don't give the guy in the banana suit 15. You give him 3 minutes, okay? Also, to the other people that they gave 15-minute sets, maybe you want to joke about something other than rape, drugs, penises, maybe you want to joke about something other than those 3 things. And it's not even that I have a problem with them making jokes just because they're about rape. It's not even, they weren't even, like, good jokes. They essentially just said rape. Rape. It's rape. It's funny, right? Rape's hilarious. And then, you gave Dax Flame literally, like, a sentence to say, and then showed a little short. Dax Flame could perform for 4 hours and I would watch it. Why can't you do that? Give him that, come on. Just, Yup. Ironically, if there's one thing on this earth that I take seriously, it's comedy. Humor as a communicative tool has a power that no other form of communication has. It has an ability to bring us all together while allowing us to confront some of the biggest issues out there in a way that puts it all in perspective. Freaking words have a power behind them, not necessarily the individual words themselves, but how they're said. And comedy, when done at its most effective level, actually has the ability to change the world. And that's why I feel like it's so important, especially to me, not just for me, but for all of us. I think it's why it's so cool and important. Just a freaking cool thing that us humans kind of stumbled upon on our journey on this rock that's revolving around something burning in space. It's crazy. I love it. I love it. As always, I'm Connor Manning. You've just become a little more awesome, and I will see you guys on Friday. This shirt. Comedy. Little Shop of Horrors. I was in this show. This was given to me, and that was meant to represent me. I played the dentist in that show. Yeah, that was a fun one. Although, I was chopped up and fed to the plant. So, that can't really be me, because it wasn't big enough to fit a whole human, so I had to be, you know, broken to pieces and then fed to the plant. Not actually, they didn't actually do that to me, because obviously that would provide problems for the rest of my life. But, you know, stage magic made it look like they chopped me up. Freaking story time. Yeah. I'm gonna go. This was fun.